Hi Collective, welcome to the channel. I'm Crystal, Cosmic Divine Psychic Medium here, delivering messages to you from the higher realms. So welcome in everybody. So this is a very fun, exciting download that I'm giving on for. So this is our April gateway that's leading us into the solar eclipse energies that are already coming through. As you know, the solar flares that have been coming in have been bringing in very, very powerful light codes, causing activations, ascensions, and all sorts of things on our planet at this time. The event, the mass awakening of humanity, is underway. This is such a powerful time. I can already feel the energy frequency around me shifting, more people awakening, the vibration of love coming more through, right? And as you know, that's rising, so is the chaos and conflict, and it's really important now more than ever to hold the frequency and don't pay into all of the negative stuff. Like literally, like I don't often look at my news feed much, like on Facebook, right? I just go right to like my groups. I don't look at all the other stuff they throw up there, because literally I've had to like turn off certain people that share, you know, traumatic events and things like that. But now it's like all these ads and news and all this stuff that's popping up. It's just like all this stuff about children. You know, they know that the enemy knows that, you know, I'm very protective of children. So it's like all this stuff with children coming up, to children being taken and hurt and killed. Like literally it's one after another. And I don't even click on this stuff, because you know when you click on it, it's like clickbait, and then it brings you other things that are similar. Like I'm not even clicking on it, paying no attention, but it's like they're throwing it in just so fast. It's like, it's crazy. And I'm sure it's like that with other, I couldn't even imagine people that don't filter that and just let all that junk come up, or if you're actually watching the news, right? It's just awful, right? Even seeing it through like the YouTube, right? Just the algorithms and the things that are currently up. It's just crazy. All of the fear-based stuff, because they're really trying to push this fear matrix at this time. They're really trying to invoke dark energy, and I'm going to be getting into that in my download to let you know really what the matrix is doing and what's going on with the Blue Beam Project. Can definitely show you, you can physically see yourself that it's underway, right, with what NASA's doing with these 3 rockets that they're sending up into the atmosphere. Right, so I'm going to talk about that in a minute, but I wanted to tell you guys, like, I was just preparing some decks, right? And as I was getting a few decks together, they keep showing me the Wheel of Fortune, different decks. I was like, this is where I was like, all right, I got to start this. All the decks that I'm pulling, the Wheel of Fortune, the first 3 cards that came out of this deck was literally the Star, the Sun, and the Moon, all in alignment. I was like, oh my gosh. So I really wanted to get started and get going into this, right? So now I'm trying to figure out where to go. Yeah, so I have 3 different tarot decks, and the Emperor was coming out in this one with the Knight of Cups. There's realignments that are definitely happening, which is so beautiful about 444 is it's about alignment, and it's about the angels, right, coming together. A lot of us light workers and light warriors are uniting and coming together. And I was doing my readings yesterday about like the difference between the light warriors and the light workers, but it's definitely about the chosen coming together, because all we need is 144,000 to hold the frequency at this time to come together. Holding this frequency of love and light, it has to do with the Holy Grail and the activations, right, we're definitely on alignment. I was actually told that the Galactic Federation is on standby right now, as you guys have been seeing with all the beautiful posts and memes and everything that's been coming through, that you can see that they are organized, right? Everybody is organizing and getting ready for the grand event, the event, the mass awakening, the solar flash. There's so many different names for it, right? As yes, they're trying to really push like a lot of biblical end of times, apocalyptic things, you know, trying to push what's going to be happening, you know, on the solar eclipse on the 8th. Now, all we can do is have the guidance, the messages, you know, the downloads that we receive guiding us and preparing us. But we really don't know exactly what's all going to happen, because also there needs to be interceptions and changes. Like I was actually told that there's been a delay for some of the ascensions, right, because some other things needed to be handled, right? But the light has already won. You need to remember that. The light is already won. So even with all of these things that they are trying to do, it's just delaying ascensions and awakenings to the masses. It's not going to stop it. We are in the reset. Earth was always meant to reset itself. There's so many of us chosen ones that are here now that hold the codes, the blueprints, that from the very beginning, that we are part of the reset here. And that's what I mean. Many have been compromised and things like that with different things that they have been doing for mass control. But no, the light is already won, right? That's why we have the Galactic Federation, right? That united come together, right? To stop the world from being taken over by dark forces. So now they're bringing me to the download before we get into the tarot messages. So what I was uncovering last night, right, with the rockets, is that if you even look at the pictures of the rockets that they are going to be sending up on the 8th, they actually are even written like in the Egyptian letters. You can literally see the letters Apep, which is the same god that went against our god Ra. So literally you can see they're trying to invoke this dark entity, and they're trying to send them directly at Ra, because Ra, the sun, right, representing the Egyptian god sun, that's what's sending these light codes and everything. And there's so much having to do with portals and gateways that come through the sun that a lot of you don't realize, that there's so much more that you don't know. I don't know how metaphysical I'm going to get in this one, but they're really trying to stop the mass accelerated ascensions, right? And it's not going to happen. So I was told the rockets to cause mass destruction will be eliminated. The Galactic Federation is on standby. They will not block, stop, or destroy this reset. We have an alliance of the light. That's what I mean. So they're fully watching all of it, and people have been sharing their videos and their content all over, of literally seeing all sorts of activity outside the atmosphere, because they're on standby. I thought it was so cute last night. It was like, oh, we're sending up rockets, that was SpaceX sending. It's funny how they always try to cover everything up. I mean, literally, you can look around and know that they cannot just keep covering up all this. It's way too much, right? But so you need to not have fear at this time, right? The things that we cannot handle, the ground crew cannot handle down here. They're wanting you just to release, go with the flow, and let our galactic family cause those interventions, right? All right, so I was getting a lot of downloads the day before. I think I went through all of these. All right, I don't want to get too much into that. I shared some of it on my Facebook feed too. If you guys want to look at the picture of the rockets and what they're sending up, and more behind what they're trying to invoke, right? Because this reset, it's all going back to the very beginning times where the gods and the goddesses had power and control, right? And that's why this is definitely like a spiritual battle, and most people don't even understand to the lengths, to the depths that this is actually ongoing, right? So like, most people don't realize it's but a portion that you even really know, right? Everybody doesn't realize the power that you have, that you are gods and goddesses here. You are one with divine source energy, and you are able to create the life that you dream and desire. But it's about not giving your power away and reclaiming your power and your energy. And that's what we're going to be doing. And we're no longer going to be in this matrix. And we're no longer going to be controlled. And literally, this is the shift from the 3D to the 5D. Literally, all these material things, everything that's been within this, it's like we give it energy and power. And when you start to wake up and realize that we're but in a matrix and it's all controlled, it's going to start disappearing, right? So I know a lot of you aren't understanding that, but this is how powerful the energy, the light codes that are coming within each of these solar flares that are coming in and leading us into this eclipse is it's integrating, allowing you to access higher portions of your mind, to reach these levels of consciousness, but to realize that this is but a simulation that has been created around us. And you're fully, truly not in your power. And that's what I mean. This is all about us, connecting, using our power, standing up, breaking the matrix. And this is what they've been trying to stop and block the entire time. Every time we have an eclipse, that's why it's always like mass things happen. The last eclipse cycle, look at what happened. COVID and all of that, trying to create fear. Well, it's not going to work this time. It's not going to work. Just so hold the frequency of love and light. Okay. All right, let's get into some cards, right? Get some more messages. So you're going to understand more things as you reach levels. It's like for a lot of you, like you can only understand the level of consciousness that you're at. And that's why like it's really important for the 144,000 to hold the frequency to integrate. And it's like as we reach these levels, we're going to allow others to be able to. And that's why it's so important for all of us that feel to teach and explain, right? Because it's like certain people can understand better through others. Like maybe some of the ways that I explain it are going to make sense to you where it wouldn't have before. Because it's like people have to slowly awaken to knowing that we've been under mass control. And it's like it has to be handled delicately. Like the vision they keep getting me is like melted butter or chocolate. Like when you melt it in the microwave, if you do it too fast, you ruin it, right? And it's like you have to do it in small intervals, all right? And it's like we don't want people to be getting mad. And it's like when you know that you've been like completely like taken advantage of and controlled. And look at what this matrix has done, destroying families and all just so much, you know. To find out, you know, you've been controlled all your life. You've had just all this stolen from you. Like, but that's not where we want to go with this. Right? This is about creating heaven on earth, freeing all of our souls right here. Reclaiming our power, knowing that we are all one. That's where that's how big that this corruptness is that we are all one. Everything, the stars, the moon, the sun, it's all consciousness, it's all interconnected. And when you pray away and when they make God like to be one single entity outside of us and praying away and giving all of that power away, like that's where they've been distracting us instead of us all coming together and knowing that we are all one and interconnected. And that's why it's taking all of us coming together and reclaiming our power, right? And how what you do in your life affects another. And it's all about, it's just like when you ask God, divine sort, like it's not individual. We're not individual. This is a collective consciousness. The world, everything is interconnected to animals, to nature, to, you know, it's just all wrong. All right. So these old structures are coming down. They're showing me 10 of Wands with the Tower. I told you completion. Tens are completion. An Emperor here. For a lot of you, you're feeling empowered to strongly take action, charge of control over your life. That's really what we're going to be feeling, but there's a balance that's needed here where you're not doing it in an aggressive, pushy way. You're doing it with compassion. There's the Wheel of Destiny. This is the third Wheel of Fortune, guys. Look at this. They're all wheels of fortune. I told you this is how powerful this is. This is the reset right here. Ace of Coins. We got beautiful peacock. See, we're all meant to be unique and individual. All. That's why if you've ever found out, like when you build something together with somebody, how much more beautiful it is instead of when you're building it by yourself. Like, because you each have your own uniqueness that comes together to build something far more beautiful. There's the moon again. I told you this, they're trying to make the solar eclipse that's happening with the moon and the sun in alignment, make everybody feel it's the end of the world. Well, it's the end of the old world. Look, Nine of Cups. I love this interpretation. Look, looks like the Statue of Liberty, right? And it's drowning. Like you don't even realize just the mass control, just like to the certain things and figures that they have in certain places. They've placed some of these things for worship and stuff on like some of the ley lines and the grids to kind of control. Like they very much know the ley lines, right? And the power that's behind them. Like each of the capitals in the United States is on the ley lines, right? Just like they're different things that they've been doing, right? Just like synchronizing, trying to synchronize the eclipses, right? You've been hearing that, oh, it's going across 7 cities of Nivet, then it went across 7 cities named Salem, or relating to the name of Salem or something like that, right? No, these little corrupt things, it's like they do so much of it, like right in front of your faces too. Somebody was telling me, like, there's a whole show or something, or a series that is explaining exactly like what they're doing. Like they're putting it on there for you to watch it, where they're shooting rockets out of space, the APEP, right? And they're trying to stop the spell work and to break the spells, break the spirit. Like that's exactly what they're trying to do, launching these rockets at the sun, trying to invoke the dark god APEP. Like, oh my gosh, like it's crazy. And it's just, if you look at all this, like, oh my gosh. All right, I'm starting to get irritated. It's hard for me to not. See, they keep showing this 9 of Swords energy here. Nightmares, despair, guilt, depression, anxiety, fear, negativity, mental anguish. Like, no, you need to not be into that energy, okay? Don't give in to the fear. 6 of Swords, you need to move away from all of that. And this is a major separation too. Like, it has to happen for the chosen. Like, some of you gotta walk away from family members, friends, all sorts of stuff at this time. See, this 4 of Wands, this is showing, you know, which represents star family too. Some of you are walking away from family members. And I always love this card too, because it was like 2 are running off together to get married without like families, consent and stuff. You often see the 4 of Wands looking happy, celebrating, some with children and pets and all that, but these 2 are walking away. There's a strong energy of walking away. Like the separation needs to occur here. Here's the Star for wish fulfillment, because the Matrix will use anyone and anything that is not of high vibration against you at this time and try to block you from your path. King of Cups to the Knight of Cups. There's some sort of love offer that's going to be coming in here, that's going to require some sort of movement, and it has to do with your legacy timeline. But see, this collaboration and coming together, some of you are going to new legacy timelines. See, there's victory and success, judgments being called. 9 of coins. There's something with 369 too. As I've always said, that's keys and codes to the universe. 369. And 2 of Cups to 3 of Swords to the Ace of Cups. Wow, 2 of Swords. Look at all of this. 2233. Look at all this blue too. There's definitely true love here, and 2 of Cups is a choice, and 2 of Swords is a very difficult choice, but 3 of Swords. For some of you, like, you're going to go through loss and heartbreak, but a decision needs to be made here regarding love. Mentor, for some of you, this has been like the Hierophant, like a long-term commitment, or getting out of like a marriage. Some of you are finding out that you were with karmics that were to prepare you. I've been talking a lot about the twin flame soul trap. For a lot of you, that was to prepare you. It's like these spiritual spouses and stuff too. A lot of the entity was using them to block the chosen. A lot of these plans were put into place a long time ago just to try to block out what's going on at this moment. The Fool. This new beginning is here. Look, she's like having the 6 of Cups say goodbye to something of her past. 6 of Cups, like, is often, you know, something from the past, nostalgic memories, but it's like she's saying goodbye to those boats. I've always interpreted this card that way. And the perspective is about a letting go. Yeah, look, the Devil is reversed. Somebody has got themselves out of a karmic situation, or is just aware of some sort of toxicity. Somebody is releasing some sort of toxic holds. Because you realize that if you're connecting with somebody that has a connection with the devil, they're holding you back. So this could be this tough decision. Yeah, somebody's holding on to you very tightly. Could be controlling you with money and finances. For some of you, you need to break that. Eight of Wands. Things weren't moving for somebody. Things were very stagnant. That's a sign of things were not moving for you. Things were not building. You were trying to go down a pathway and just it wasn't working. Things weren't building for you. They weren't growing because that was double blocking you. So see how it's like, look at this. It looks like a book in the doorway with the rainbows and the butterflies. You're getting a new chapter, a new storyline. Okay, 2112. There's something about the 2s and the 1s too, because that was 1, 2, 2. I had called it as 2233 and then 2122 and then the 2s, the 2, 2, and then the Ace of Cups is like a 1. There's something with 1s and 2s. Repeating numbers, right, are very significant. It has to do with the reset as well. That's why you need to know for this reset and this new beginning, like, means new relationships, new situations. Star card and 5 of Wands. There's a lot of chaos and conflict that's trying to stop you from making this movement. Queen of Wands. You need to be in your energy, taking action, charge, control. Yeah, see, there's Tower moments coming. And 3 of Coins. But see, there's a collaboration. Like, there's somewhere that's meant for you to be. But you need to impose boundaries, right? For some of you. Alright. I feel like I need to take a break. I'm sending love and light to all of you. Definitely watch whatever you feel guided to. I'm going to do some more readings later. Just be open to discovery at this time. A lot of things are not as they are seen. Especially today, there's a lot of alignments. Things are going to be aligning. A lot of this energy that comes through with these gateways and these portals take time to integrate too. So keep that in mind. Okay, just be open to discovery and new things being revealed to you, new opportunities. But for a lot of you, like, it's a change of timelines, a new story, a new legacy I'm getting. Look, I split the deck on Wheel of Fortune again and King of Cups. And this is the feminine King of Cups. Maybe this is about you going after your true heart's desire. For some of you, it's like certain situations you had to go through were like a rite of passage. Maybe that's going to allow you to release it, letting you know that some of you, it's like it wasn't a mistake, but you had to go through one situation for another. And it's part of the plan. 3 of Swords. Like, you have to release and let this go because it's holding you back. It's time for you to go with your family now. For some of you to go with your star family. Maybe it's always meant for you to, right? So it's all about perspectives. Yeah, Ace of Swords. You're getting some sort of clarity, some sort of realization. Maybe your time's up, because I've been getting that a lot too. Time's up. It's time for you to heal yourself now. For some of you, you've worked so tirelessly. You've worked so hard trying to gather and rally as many with you as you can, but time's up as we're in the 11th hour. And now they're just going to be fighting more than ever to hold you back. And it's time for you to elevate. It's time for you to work. So for some of you, you're letting them go because you want to continue with this integration, with this reset. So, all right. Love and light to all of you. Bye.